love doing a lot of different things. One of my favorite things to do in my free time is bake. But I don't know, I'm not really good at it, but that's okay. I also fly gliders, dance Indian classical. I also love playing the piano. I think that's pretty good. Oh, fencing. Finished at that time. My name is Gitanjali Rao. I'm 15 years old and I'm an innovator, scientist, and promoter of STEM. I won the 3M Young Scientist Challenge and I'm Times Kid of the Year. I am a South Asian girl and you don't really see a lot of females, let alone females of color in the field. And that became very frustrating and very isolating. Just that idea of there's nobody else that looks like me. A lot of times I'm overlooked for my capabilities or I feel undermined just because people don't view me as a scientist or an innovator. People don't think my ideas are valid just because of how I look. And that's not right. This stereotype shouldn't even exist in the first place. We have created this bias standard of what a scientist is. And I'm hoping to really flip that script and change that. A scientist is anybody, and it shouldn't be based on age, race, or gender.
I'm excited to be here today with
It should be based on our capabilities and our drive and motivation to tackle world problems.
Apply that to the real world. So how can we use science and tech as a catalyst for social change?
My uncle got me the science kit when I was 4 years old for my birthday or Christmas. I can tell you that that is not what I wanted for that birthday. I wanted a Barbie dream house, and I never ended up getting it, and I'm very fortunate for that. I think this science kit allowed me to discover this knack that I had to solve problems, and it was using the means of science and technology. It's always felt right. So my biggest inspiration to solve problems was honestly just to help someone in the world out there. In second grade, I realized that I wanted to combine my love of science with my love of helping people. So I entered a lot of different challenges, and I did that for a couple of years before I applied for the Young Scientist Challenge in 2017. If you ask any of my family members or friends, I'm probably the most competitive person you will ever meet now. But at the time, I was scared of applying something knowing that I would lose. And what I've really done is realize that if I don't try, I'm going to lose regardless.
In the beginning of my final presentation at the event, I talked about a little boy named Opemepo. He's 10 years old and lives in Flint, Michigan. And he has
The Young Scientist Challenge really set up a platform for me to amplify my voice regarding science and technology, as well as all these devices that I've worked towards creating. So to date, I've created about 10 or 11 innovations, and 3 of them are ones that I've created into fully functioning prototypes, and one of them has already been released. I'm continuously solving problems that I have a connection to. One of my favorite devices, and the one that garnered the most recognition after the Young Scientist Challenge, is called Tetanus.
Imagine living day in and day out, drinking contaminated water with dangerous substances like lead.
I heard about the water crisis in Flint, Michigan, and it was absolutely appalling to see how many kids my age were essentially drinking a poison every single day. And it has these carbon nanotube sensors that are built into it that are exposed to the water. This is the interior of it, which is made up of a little microcontroller, as well as a whole circuit, which is essentially able to measure resistance. And that's what identifies the lead, is the higher the lead, the higher the resistance. And it sends all the data to your mobile phone on an app that I created. One of our family friends ended up getting into a car accident in which When the doctor prescribed medications, he ended up becoming addicted to them. It was just so scary to see all of that go down firsthand. This is Epione, which is a device that helps to diagnose prescription opioid addiction. Kindly is an anti-cyberbullying service, so basically it uses the latest developments in artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language understanding and processing to pick out words or phrases that may be considered bullying. At one point, I didn't think I wanted to innovate anymore. And the reason for that is I was tired of being pushed over to the side just because of the way I look. Our generation is growing up in a place where we're seeing problems that have never existed before. And it's up to us to now realize that innovation is not an option, it's a necessity. You know, one girl cannot solve all of the world's problems. And that's exactly why I'm hoping to solicit new innovators into this world of STEM. All of us can make a difference. It's just about finding that one thing you want to change and changing it. I want to use science to inspire kindness. I cannot see a world filled with positivity and kindness without science involved. Science is a force for good in the world. You can do so much with it, but you can also really find yourself with it. And I think that that's the beauty of science and technology. I want to see a world where people are not judged on their skin color or their gender or how old they are. If you have the drive and passion and motivation to create a difference in society, nothing else matters.